So guys, for this tutorial I'll be using this Vietnam raw hair in 8 inches, and as you can see the quality is top notch. So this powder is just like a regular powder. If you're in Nigeria you could find this anywhere in the market, and also the developer is just like a regular developer in the market. And yes, the 12 volume developer, I think what is written on it is assurance or so. Yeah, I just got it and yeah, fine, is doing the job. And so right here is the bundle I'll be using. I'll be using 4 bundle for this bob wig. And yes, I'm going to start up with the water method. And actually, because I was lazy when I started this, so I went first with the water method. And right here is just the quantity of powder I'm going to be using. And then for the developer, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and just I measure it. I just measured it roughly, guys. So yes, and I also went ahead to protect my hands, and I turned it around. Just mix it to make sure that you don't have, the powder and the developer all in different direction. So right here, guys, this is just a warm water. I just went ahead to dissolve all of that with a little of warm water. And then after that, I'm going to just go ahead and add a little water. I didn't chew that, but yeah, I did. I added a little water to that. So right here, guys, I'm just going to go ahead and drop off those bundles into it. And I'm going to go ahead to make sure that the bundle is well saturated. Like when it comes to bleaching of hair, guys, you want to make sure that it's well saturated, because that's the magic, that's the secret. I mean, that's just the juice right here. So yes, guys, I'm going to go ahead and just saturate this hair with the product. And yeah, I didn't want to add too much water to this because I wasn't working with a lot of developer and powder, so I was working with what I've already mixed. So if your mixture is much, you can just go ahead and mix up the water and make sure it's covering everywhere, but I wanted to just use what I have. So right here, guys, after I finished, I just went ahead to cover it up, and this waited for about an hour, guys. This waited for about an hour, and this me just like checking it up to make sure it's cooking well. So this is what it's like looking right here. I just thought, okay, fine, we could actually take it to the next level. And this is right here when I finished the first stage and it's all dried up. You can see it was well saturated, and that's why it gave us one good color. So right here, guys, I'm going to go ahead and mix it up. For the second stage, I just thought, okay, fine, let me go ahead and just mix it up and stop being lazy. Let me mix it up and do, what I'm supposed to do. So yes, guys, I went ahead and I mixed it up. You want to make sure that this baby is well mixed up. You are not having any bumps. You're not having, the product all in different direction. So I just went ahead to mix this up, and then I applied it nicely. Now I didn't find my brush. If you have a brush, go ahead and use your brush. Please use your brush. This is a very lazy work. Yeah, I couldn't find my brush, so I'm just using a tiny tail comb, and I made sure that this was well saturated. Like I knew what I was doing. Hello. So yes, I made sure this was well saturated, and after I finished, I went ahead to cover this up. Just to make sure that it cooks well. So after an hour, I came back and the hair was all cooked. I think I left it for too much. So yeah, it was a little too much. I was doing a lot of things. So yes, I left it was a little too much. But then yeah, guys, this was what we were left with after I was done. I left it for an hour, and yes, guys, as you can see, this the hair after is all dried up. As you can see, we're having one color, like we're having one color, and it's looking so beautiful. I love this. And then, guys, next up to this, I'm going to go ahead and just go ahead to dye this hair. Now, in dyeing this hair, I made a lot of mistakes, guys, a lot of mistakes, and I'm going to show you everything right here on camera. So this is what I did. This is the Adore in 155. That's the titanium. Yes, this is adult in 155. And I went ahead to just pour it into a bowl, and then I added, hot water into that bowl. And at the time I was doing this, the bundles were not, turned into a wig already. Did you get? So I just had them like in bundles, and then I dipped them into like the water, each bundle at a time, like one step at a time. And with dyeing of hair, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to just dip it into the water at once so it absorbs the color altogether at once. But then I dipped one, and the first one just absorb all of the dye all to itself, and the rest, like the last two I dipped into that water, didn't have that. So as you can see right now, I went ahead to turn it into a wig. And I think the dye that the bundle that actually had a lot of the dye that comes in the whole of a lot of the dye, you can see it in the back area. It's like well colored, but then the rest were the last ones I actually dipped into the water, so I didn't have like the best of that column. So yes, to save myself the stress, I went ahead and opened up another bottle of that, and that was after I turned the hair into a wig. So you want to go ahead and just turn your hair into a wig. Now this is the Adore, and oh my god. Okay, I'm going to just go ahead and drop that number on screen. Now I'm just going to just go ahead and just darken up the root of that and wig with that particular color. And I'm also using a teal comb, guys. I told you guys I can't find my brush, so please, if you can find your brushes, go ahead and use your brush, and do you need to work that. I think I was all over the place, but I was sure what I was doing, guys. So like that's that, guys. So yes, and this right here is the Adore in 155. So to save myself all of the stress, I went ahead to just apply it straight up. I think this is the safest method, guys. If you're not like, if you don't exactly know what you're doing, just like, this is the safest method for anybody. So guys, I just went ahead and I applied this gently, carefully, with the whole concentration and all of that. And I used just one bottle for this. But then guys, I think I'll advise you guys to use two bottles if you want the color to be really vibrant. So yes guys, and here we are. I'm done with the application of this dye, and you can see I waited for some minutes, I think about 30 minutes, and I washed it off. And right here is what the hair is looking like. I know it's given like two color vibes. There are a lot of lightings and around me, and also the camera, I don't know, a lot of things, but the color is actually like blonde, like blonde. It gives me blonde vibes. So I'm going to go ahead and drop pictures so you see how blonde this week was, guys. So yes guys, thank you very much for watching this tutorial. I hope you learned. Let me know if you have any questions. Just go ahead and drop it in the comment section. I'll be there. And yes guys, thank you very much. Don't forget to stay beautiful. Don't forget to stay blessed. And guys, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.